We have all done it. Shared something, a breaking headline, a health tip that everyone's talking about, or just a friend post, only to realize later it wasn't true. That's misinformation. Misinformation refers to false or misleading information shared without necessarily having the intent to deceive. Before social media, misinformation traveled through newspapers, word of mouth, and even government. It was slower, but no less harmful. But when the age of social media coming, Facebook, Twitter and WhatsApp, now anyone can be a broadcaster, one tap, and a rumor spreads to thousands. No editors. No filters. No fact-checking. Misinformation became faster, stickier, and more. So here's the big question. If someone shares false information without meaning to mislead, are they morally wrong? Does intent matter? To answer that, we'll turn to a powerful moral theory, utilitarianism. But before this idea, we need to talk about one of its most influential voices, John Stuart Mill. John Stuart Mill was a 19th-century English philosopher, economist, and political thinker. He developed and refined utilitarianism, the idea that right and wrong depend on consequences, not intentions. Mill believed that an action is morally right if it brings about the greatest happiness for the greatest number. This happiness isn't just physical pleasure. It includes safety, well-being, knowledge, and freedom from harm. When we apply Mill's thinking to misinformation, the key question becomes, what were the consequences of sharing that false information? Even if someone meant no harm, if the result is panic or injustice, Mill would say the act is morally wrong. Now that we understand Mill's utilitarian approach, let's put it to the test. What happens when false information spreads in the real world? In 2011, after the Fukushima nuclear disaster in Japan, a rumor began spreading online. It claimed that eating iodized salt could protect people from radiation. Many believed it. In countries like China and Vietnam, people rushed to supermarkets. They bought salt in bulk, dozens of packs at a time. Soon, shelves were empty. Prices skyrocketed. Some people even began reselling salt for profit. But here's the truth, it cannot prevent radiation sickness. In fact, eating too much salt can harm health. This misinformation wasn't meant to hurt anyone. Most people shared it to protect others, especially their loved ones. But the result? Panic, shortages, and health risks for thousands. Not only that, there are even rumors that have led to more severe consequences. In 2018, a piece of misinformation spread rapidly in India, warning that child abductors were active in the rural area. Villagers believed the rumors and started forming mobs. They attacked strangers, migrant workers, travelers, and anyone who looked suspicious. In less than 3 months, more than 20 people have been beaten and killed because of this information. But none of these people were actually kidnappers. The rumors were completely false. Although this information was generated with the intention of protecting children, does the rightness of purpose really bring happiness? Or did it cause more serious harm? The answer is clear. These messages created fear, mob violence, and death. Innocent people lost their lives because of a misinformation. From a utilitarian perspective, the morality of an action is determined by its outcome, not its intention. Therefore, although those who forwarded the messages believed they were helping, the results show otherwise. Their actions caused more harm than good. As John Stuart Mill said, an action is morally right only if it produces the greatest happiness for the greatest number. Even without intent to harm, the spread of misinformation can still lead to serious consequences. In the age of social media and citizen journalism, the speed of information flow is faster than ever before. Therefore, we need to act as our own gatekeeper and checking facts before we share. Only then can we prevent misinformation from causing real-world harm.